It's the smartest man in Washington. Michigan Congressman Thaddeus McCotter. He knows passing bills like I know stealing peels, too. I steal a lot of peels. Anyway, we won't get into that here. Congressman, okay, you're a congressman. What happened here?
Well, I think from Mr. Green's remarks, what becomes clear, Greg, is he had two great assets heading into the election. One, he wouldn't give very long speeches, and two, he wasn't going to be baited by a reporter into giving a too long of an answer. I think that what we have to look at, too, is it's unfortunate that my colleague, Mr. Clyburn, is talking about hacking and other things. What the real question is why the candidate who was favored by the Democratic Party didn't run a more energetic primary campaign so that the young woman would know that Alvin Green was not Reverend Al Green, the soul singer who did Take Me to the River.
It would have been better, though, if they ran it and made it so that everybody did think Alvin Green was Al Green and still went in that direction because they would win the election, wouldn't they, Congressman?
Well, you never know why people vote, but I think this is a very cautionary tale that holds up to truism. The greatest defense of our free republic is an informed citizenry.
I like how he took a really stupid question that I offered him and made it into an intelligent answer.
I maintain he
Are there other kinds?
Yes. Thank you, Congressman.
I thought that was interesting.
Congressman, I got another serious question for you. 21% of the voters said they would prefer Green over the Republican Jim DeMint. Is that taking party loyalty a little too far?
Well, I think the poll question might have been asked before people quite understood who Mr. Green was and some of the challenges he'll face. And there's a natural tendency when you are undecided to default to party. But I do want to make the serious point, Greg, is that if this individual, Mr. Green, is not in complete control of his faculties or has some serious problem and it's uncovered, I think the people who manipulated him into this position should be held to account.
I think you're right. And well, look, there's either two ways to go about this. Either there's something mentally wrong with him, or he's just playing the system, that he's just, he just knows what he's doing and he doesn't care. I would go for
there's a flip side to this. What the hell does this say about DeMint?
Yeah.
I mean, Rasmussen is a right-leaning polling house. Scott Rasmussen used to work for Bush, for Christ's sake, and yet they're still saying that Green has a better chance than DeMint. Poor man.
Even with the felony allegations.
Don't use the word cripes on our show. All right, we're going to bring you down like they did me. Congressman, I may be bad at my job, but I'm still harmful. And that's the way I look at these guys. Just because they're losers, does that make them any less dangerous?
No, it doesn't, Greg. And I think you're absolutely right. Because what we're seeing out of Al-Qaeda now and out of the terrorists who want to do harm to the United States is they're using the internet to put forward a message, and they're hoping that individuals like this that are very susceptible, and in this case is very imbecilic, wind up picking up on it, and they can still do great harm to individuals. They can do great harm to the United States, both individually and collectively. So I think you're right about this. We should not take this lightly just because of the nature of these two individuals.
Diana, what do you? All right. Hey, Congressman, has drunken buffoonery, has it gone too far?
On the show or in the NFL parking lot?
In the parking lot, my friend. I'll take that as a
Greg, thank you. What are you going to do? I mean, if it works, it's a good idea, but I don't know how you can shield children 24 hours a day. The greatest teachers as to preventing children from abusing alcohol are the parents themselves. Now, if they do have this place set aside and to keep the Bears fans out that have imbibed a bit, they have to put up 10-foot-high steel barbed wire fences. They're still going to go into the stadium, and those same individuals are going to bring that. I'm very upset as my Lions defeat the Bears.
Interesting. Bill, you shake your head. Isn't the worst thing about tailgating the false camaraderie? That all these people come there and they're all of a sudden pals because they're getting drunk and urinating in public? Doesn't that make you sick?
It's my life, Greg.
Yeah.
And second of all, I really do not like that two-shot because if there is one team the Bears do beat next year, and that's a toss-up, it will be the Lions. And I will put money on this, Congressman. Second of all, 100 parking places.
Band of My Little Ponies. Michigan Congressman Thaddeus McCotter, he knows passing laws like Bill knows passing out. He didn't get a question asked once.
Oh.
Dana was scared of him. And Jesse Jordan. Congressman McCotter, in the green room, you told me this was your favorite story and you couldn't wait to get to it. What are your thoughts on chat roulette and how it's being hijacked by perverts?
Well, I was talking to Eddie Gore down at the Steve Cropper Studios in Nashville about this very subject, and we both decided to have no comment.
No, really? Interesting. You avoided the question while name dropping.
Yeah.
That is quite
He
impressive.
thinks he's also a client.
I
Greg.
think, yes. Jesse, what's wrong with
Thank you, Congressman McCotter. Way to step out of that topic safely and untarnished. All right. Coming up, my interview with